Hey, what's going on, guys? Andrew Trades here, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing mostly technical analysis on some of the stocks that have been running recently, like AMC, GameStop, and even the new IPO Roblox. We're also going to talk about my favorite ticker, NIO, and we're going to go through the technical analysis on that. And I'm going to give you guys price targets on all of these and what I think is going to happen within the next coming weeks to months. Of course, if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy technical analysis, we also mainly do news on this channel. We talk about trending stocks. We talk about some investment ideas like ARK Invest and some of the research that they put in. So if you like that, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and I'm going to keep putting out videos as often as I can. Now, the first stock that we're going to be talking about is AMC. Of course, you guys know AMC is one of WallStreetBets' favorite stocks, right behind GameStop. It's been running recently because of the spike within all the high growth stocks, penny stocks, stuff like that, after we had a really big downfall from the market pullback. And now that the market's going back up, so are these stocks. Now, AMC is actually sitting at a resistance point right now, and it looks like it's rejecting. As you can see, this was previous support back tested as resistance right here, and now it's being tested as resistance again, and it does look like it's rejecting here on the 4-hour chart. Now, if we bring it down to a lower time frame, as you can see, I'm on the 15-minute right now. You can see that it looks like we could be forming an ascending triangle on the 15, but we're going to have to see a bigger test of this 12 level. But I do think that this rejected right here because of this gap fill. As you can see, the gap starts from about 1290, and this got pretty close to about 12.5. My concern is that we did get some big volume here when we pushed this level and couldn't break it. So I think we're going to have to see some bigger volume in order for us to break it, or else we're going to have to reject again like we did twice right here. Now, to be honest, I'm pretty surprised that we saw so many buyers in AMC today, but I think it's because of the outlook that they have for their movie theaters and, of course, WallStreetBets supporting them. They actually reported minus 90% of the revenue from year over year, which is pretty crazy, but I mean, it was to be expected because of all the movie theaters that were shut down. But AMC says that over 90% of their theaters are open now, so they're probably going to continue to improve their earnings within the next few quarters. Now, AMC actually reported earnings yesterday, and since there was a 90% decrease in revenue year over year, you would expect the stock price to tumble. But this actually wasn't the case, and AMC held this 10 level really well. Hopefully it can continue to hold this 10 level and finally break its way above this $12 resistance. Now, if we go back to the daily chart, it looks like we actually have a cup and handle forming, and with this cup and handle, you want to see the volume dry out here, and once we get close to this breakout, we want to see the volume increase. So we did get a rejection on this breakout here, but we're going to have to see if it can test this 12 level and break above, and if it does, there isn't much resistance until 20, which would be really nice. Probably some resistance here around that 17.5 mark, as you can see with this bounce here, and bounce here. But other than that, it looks pretty good to head to the high teens and maybe even 20s. And then if it manages to break out of the 20s due to some WallStreetBets pump or due to just people buying into AMC because they're about to reopen, then we could possibly see close to the 30s, as there isn't much resistance up here and there's real resistance at 35. Now, the problem with stocks like GameStop and AMC is that they're actually really hard to chart other than doing support and resistance levels because they never really follow any trends or very many patterns. And honestly, I thought the GameStop meme was dead. It's actually pretty crazy how it still managed to climb up within the past few weeks. Now, personally, I want to see this 250 level hold. As you can see, it's holding right now, but it is very close to that level. It is after hours, it is at 258. And you can see that it was previous support before, and we want to see it act as support again. Now, the 350 level is also a pretty huge resistance level, so hopefully we can see it range in between this, maybe flag in between this before moving up back above 400. Now, if you are a call holder and we do hold this 250 level, or a shareholder, it's actually a really good spot to get in, because if we do end up ranging, you are catching it at the bottom of the range. Now, the only thing that I think can take GameStop down right now is going to be if Deep Effing Value, or the WallStreetBets user that's the main character behind this whole GameStop story, sells his position. But as of 3 days ago, he still has $28 million worth into GameStop, so I don't think that it's going to crash anytime soon. And like I said before, this 250 level is going to be really key for GameStop. As long as they can hold that, then the bulls can make a move up towards the mid 300s, close to this 350 resistance level. Now, Roblox is actually really interesting because it just IPO'd a few days ago, and it's forming an ascending triangle. Now, I know it's not the cleanest because of this huge candle right here, but the reason that candle was like that and the reason why Roblox was actually gapped up so much, and if we take a look at extended hours, it actually went all the way up to $92. And the reason why I did that is because ARK Invest actually bought 500,000 shares of Roblox. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, Andrew, why would they buy Roblox when it just IPO'd? And honestly, I don't have an answer for you. Maybe they're trying to create some speculation and some hype around the stock in order to make a quick buck, but honestly, I can't tell you the answer because I don't know it myself. Roblox was initially supposed to IPO at $45, and that's where their valuation came from, and it actually even opened up above $60, and it's trading just over $70 today. Now, Roblox is almost trading over double their valuation and their initial IPO price, and they're actually trading over double when they hit $92 because of ARK Invest buying. So to me, it really doesn't make much sense. I do think that Roblox is a good company. They have a really good business model. I mean, they're similar to Minecraft, so it's a game that's going to be everlasting, and they've grown extremely well, but still, I don't think it's worth buying the double evaluation if you're going for the long term. Wait for a dip. Usually these IPOs dip because they've had such a run, with the most recent one being Snowflake. Now, honestly, on a technical analysis level, it actually looks really bullish. Of course, we do have this false breakout here, but if we take a look at the other candles, it looks like a really nice ascending triangle. As you can see, it's rejecting this 74 level pretty hard, but it's bouncing off of this trend line pretty nicely. Now you want to wait for this break of the 74 level because that is where the top of the ascending triangle is, and it's a bullish pattern, so I would play the bullish breakout personally. And if it does break out from there, we could see a test of this 78 level again. And then if we go to extended hours, which isn't too big of a deal, and the reason why I don't do that is because the volume is just not really representative of what the levels are actually going to be trading like with the buyers and sellers. But we could definitely make a move to that 78 level, and that would be a very nice trade. Now finally, the most important stock that we're going to be going over, and of course my favorite stock, as you guys know if you watch the channel, and that's going to be NIO. Now NIO actually was in a massive downtrend for a few weeks and got especially destroyed when the whole market went down, and it even went to the 32 level. Now since then, it's had a very nice comeback along with other electric vehicle companies and high growth stocks, and it is now actually breaking out above this 46 level. If we take a look at the 15-minute chart, you can see that this level, this 45 level right here, was previous support, and it's now acting as resistance. As you can see, the support bounce here and the resistance here, and as you can see today, we actually broke through it on some decent volume. Now personally, I think we're going for the gap fill level around 49.6 here to about $50, which is going to be really good for the people who bought the dip, including myself, especially those who are invested long term. Now it does look like this buying volume is getting exhausted a little bit. As you can see, the volume is slowly dying down, so it might need to consolidate a little bit in order for it to make its next move up. But I think the next move up is going to be towards this $50 level, and then possibly towards this 56 level right here. That's previous support, and it's going to be acting as resistance. Now, of course, I am a long-term investor into NIO, so technical analysis isn't as big of a deal to me as it might be for you day traders. But of course, these levels are still relevant, especially support levels, because that's going to be where I buy the dip. Now, let me know down in the comments below if you guys do like technical analysis videos. I love doing them. They're definitely a lot of fun to make, especially when we're doing them on trending stocks like GameStop and AMC. But that's going to be it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.